All right. I can't sit back and just let the liberal media and the stupid Democrats keep making the same mistakes. I'm gonna try to help them out, okay? Concerning their attacks on Donald Trump. Now, when Donald Trump does something, the way that the media, the liberal media, and the Democrats react is so over the top that it becomes crazy. It makes people who are on the fence or the bubble about whether they're going to be Democrat or Republican look at some of that behavior and go, And it also makes them look at the liberal media and say, okay, if they are going in so hard over Donald Trump, over that, and trying to kind of assign so many negative connotations to everything he says and does that a lot of average people think, say, and do, it makes you fearful, like how soon before they decide to come after every individual citizen if they one day say something that might hurt someone's feelings, or if they happen to have a political view that don't meet the liberal standard, and all of a sudden now you are thrown into the category of a xenophobe and whatever else phobe they got going. There's so many phobes out there, I don't even know half the terms they have now. But when we see these reactions, it's one more reminder of how far the left is going out there. Plus, the double standard that we see constantly. They're talking about how poor Mika and Joe concerning Donald Trump's tweet. Sad, cry me a river for them. And he's such a sexist and he does this and all of that. But yet, not one liberal media outlet challenged all of the derogatory marks about Kellyanne Conway, about Donald Trump's daughter. Matter of fact, I think Project Veritas Part 3 came out, and it was a CNN producer going in hard over Kellyanne Conway, talking about she looked like she got hit in the face with a shovel. Then voiced his opinion about how he views all the voters for Donald Trump. Dumb. Now, where's the outcry? Where are all of the anchors for the liberal media going, you can't say that. You can't just call a group of people dumb because they voted for Donald Trump, or you can't call Kellyanne. She's a positive, smart, working woman, and she should be respected. Nobody's yelling about this because they wink if it fits their narrative. They kind of look at it like, well, you're Republican, so we're allowed to abuse you verbally. But when it's returned on us, we're hypersensitive. We're offended. In fact, all of your decisions and comments are motivated by hate and racism and sexism. And when we see this bias and we see how really the overreaction is just an attempt to discredit the president, to feed into your false narrative, and you think that you are a hero. You think that, oh, we got him now. And y'all fall for it every time. Haven't you learned by now? Donald Trump, for whatever reason, has been beating these odds. Y'all thought y'all had him during the primaries. Y'all thought y'all had him during the general election. Y'all thought y'all had him every time. Then after he got elected, you threw out the fake Russia stuff. You thought you had him. And he's slick. He's oily. I got to give it to him. The fact that he is from the streets of, New York, he's clever. He's not a politician. He knows the game, and he keeps sliding out from under y'all, and y'all think, okay, we're going to go in hard on him because what he said, this should be the dagger. And then when you go over the top, and a lot of viewers see the reaction, but then see the double standard and see also the motive for your overreaction, all that does is strengthen his base. And a lot of those that weren't his supporters at first look at that behavior and go, I'm starting to lean towards this, because who knows, the next time they're going to bust down my door because I said that, I don't support whatever, and y'all, oh my God, I can't believe you. So maybe y'all should start doing some surveys about what does the average American think about certain social issues and topics. Get some feedback. Do a survey, something. They're always talking about, we did this survey and I mean, 35. Nobody ever called me. You know, I mean, I want to do a survey. I want to be a part of something. When y'all be throwing out the fake polls, and I'm going, how did get these numbers? Nobody called me, and nobody called anybody I know. That's the bad part about it. I'm going, at least I need to be as much as y'all rely on polls. I should at least hear one person I know to say, man, they called me. Not one human that I know ever said they did a poll concerning the presidential election or some whatever, you know, or their opinion about the president's success. So instead of making up stuff, maybe really engage with community and see, should we pander towards all of these liberal views that stifle free speech, that want to push such an agenda that it allows, just makes America vulnerable in every area. Instead of pushing that, maybe you should check in with some average guys and girls about what they think and what they feel. If you just assume everybody thinks like New York and say California, and that's why you go wrong and you blow it every time. And when y'all attack Donald Trump, instead of it having the effect you want it to have, where people get mad at him, they just look at y'all and say, maybe y'all brought that on yourself. So that's just my thought. That's my tip. And I don't give those to the Democrats and the liberal media too often. Frankly, it ain't a tip. It's a reality check.